Alright, y'all, today I'm bringing y'all with me to get my second Airbnb in this spot set up, and we have 72 hours to do so. So I want to bring you guys along with me, show you guys essentially what this looks like, and most importantly, show you the start and the end. All right, give you guys some tips and show you the real, like, raw reality of what this shit looks like. You know, help you guys get an idea of how you can start your own, right? And why it's important that you take advantage of this market, take advantage of everything that's going on, how to utilize AI and things like that in this industry to make your life easier and make more money because you have less overhead when you utilize certain technology to help take work off your plate. So real quick, this is Tennessee. I don't know if you guys can see what's around me, basically a bunch of nothing. And this is the mountains essentially, right? So I have 2 cribs here, 5 total, but 2 here literally. This is the new one that we just about to get set up, and this one behind me is already rented out. All right, so this crib behind me I got about 9 months ago, and it's done really well. Right now there's insurance relocation clients inside of that crib. So basically what that means is they lost their house because the water heater on the 2nd floor of their house actually started leaking, and it flooded the entire house and ruined everything. Their homeowner's insurance contacted my company and, you know, asked us, hey, is this property available? Yes, we're charging the insurance company 3 times the market rate, and they've been there now for 6 months, and they just extended for another 2 months. So, you know, and potentially, depending on how long the work takes to finish that house, they might even extend again, right? They might have to extend again. So pretty cool. I'm gonna bring y'all along with me, show y'all what this looks like on a day-to-day. And like I said, we got 72 hours because I do have a guest that already booked this spot for Friday. So unfortunately, I don't have too much time. So I have a few people from the team coming over tomorrow to help me out, and we're gonna get this shit set up and get it rolling, and hopefully not run into any issues, because sometimes you run into those unexpected issues to get this shit done. And I'll bring y'all along with me. Can't wait to show y'all when it's done. So first things first, right? Here's the thing that you want to do. Let me show you around the crib real quick, right? So we got living room, garage, master bedroom in here, right? We got the master in here, bathrooms over there, got the kitchen over there, right? You know, the main thing is how many people we can sleep, right? So you got another room here and another room right here, right? Then 2nd bathroom here, linen closet. Every room got a closet. Cool. The main thing that I'm focusing on is how we can sleep as many people as possible, right? So it's a 3-bedroom. Usually you always gonna say 2 to a bed. Simple as that. 2 to a bed, that means anything full size and over can sleep 2 adults. That's how you look at it. That's when you do that's how you count it, you feel me? So same thing in a hotel. 2 to a room, 2 to a bed, whatever the case is. So what I wanna do is I'm gonna put 2 full-size beds in the master because I can't fit 2 beds in any other room. So what I'm gonna do is 2 full-size beds in here with like thin metal framed bed frames, because we can sleep 4 in there, whether that be kids, whoever, it doesn't matter. Then we're gonna do 1 room with the queen bed, more than likely be this one, right? Because this is the second biggest room, right? And then we'll do a full-size bed in this last room. We don't need to put TVs in every room, right? Because, I mean, you're on vacation, you're on a trip, you don't really need to be watching TV, right? So you're gonna have your main right there. That's gonna be like a 65-inch. And then we'll probably do 1 in the garage because that's gonna be like a game room. So it's like a little 32-inch, just so when they're working out, they can play music or whatever the case is. Then we'll do 1 in the room with the queen-size bed, and then we'll do 1 in the room with the full-size beds, except for the one that's a single full-size. And obviously that's just because, you know, we don't need in every single room, and we want to stay under a certain budget, right? So this crib also came with no washer and dryer. I'll show you right here. Look, I got Samsung washer and dryer, both with everything, for $250. Feel me? Smooth. So look, point is, that was Facebook Marketplace, and he delivered it for actually like $40. So $290 for both of those, and it worked out perfect. Now, what we need, that's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass, is patio furniture. So this, I gotta deck this out. Over there, for that crib, we already have everything we need, and I was able to find everything on Facebook, so that was smooth. But this crib, you know, we want to do it a little bit different, but the cool thing is, to make things easier, we follow the same exact layout. Couch in the same place, beds in the same place. Like, we follow the same layout. It's not difficult for me to furnish these because of the fact that I already know where everything's gonna go. So when I'm looking for stuff, I know exactly what space I'm trying to fit. 2 bar stools there, hallway runner there, art there, TV there, floating TV stand there, right? Accent chair, rug, coffee table. That coffee table I'm not gonna use, I got it for free. It's another thing. Anytime somebody delivers something or whatever the case is, I'm always asking, what do you have for free? What is it that you want to get rid of? What else can you throw in there that you just want to get rid of? And usually they always give me something, so that's that. But we're gonna open these packages, see what came in, see what didn't come in, and then see what we still need. I have an entire checklist if you want it. It'll be in the description. This is a startup checklist for like all the stuff that you should have in most of your properties and most of your B&Bs. Like I said, some stuff you want to buy new, some stuff it doesn't matter if you buy it used, because it's gonna get used hundreds of times anyway, right? So you don't need to spend $2,000 on a brand new couch. That couch I just bought cost $1,300 brand new. I paid $450 for it, right? And that shit was brand new, so you know, can't go wrong. All right, but let's look into it. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we need, and get this shit starting to roll, because time is clicking, time is ticking. Let's get it. It is now 10:05. Basically a bunch of the packages that we needed. So you know, rugs, all types of shit, soaps, the knives, the plates. Basically everything that you need that's like the little accessories that add up. Smart locks for the doors, the Ring camera. Tomorrow we got the beds coming in, more rugs. Tonight I have a few TVs being dropped off from Facebook. I'm just telling people straightforward, like, bro, just bring that shit to my crib. I'm not about to go out my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to pay you $200 for a TV. You could take the little 15-minute drive and come get your 200. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hustle it out. It gotta make sense. Why the fuck am I spend $40 on wine glasses when I could go get them in a thrift shop for 50 cents? Feel me? So that's calm. You sometimes could find other stuff there. I found a Wii there before, it's in the property next door. Wii was like 40 bucks with 2 controllers and Wii Sports for $40. I'm taking that, put that in the game room. What else did I find in there? Bunch of shit, bro. You'd be surprised what you find in there that you can utilize. Again, it's already used stuff. This stuff is gonna be used hundreds of times. I just went in the house next door. The tenant actually like wanted me to come in and check some stuff out. They didn't trash the place, but they hunkered down in there. Like you could tell like somebody's living in there. It doesn't look, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to replace a few things in there. But that's my point though. Like with short-term rentals, you have the ability to keep the property in tip-top shape because it's being cleaned so consistently at a professional level, being deep cleaned consistently every 2 days, every week, every other week, whatever the case is. So there's no buildup of, you know, pet hair. There's no buildup of dust, and you know, there's no buildup. When somebody hunkers down and they in a property for months at a time, you know, pushing a year, because they've been there damn near 6 months, going on 7, you can see when somebody's hunkering down somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So wear and tear on the property is actually a lot more with somebody hunkering down than it is with somebody coming in and out. And that's something that a lot of owners don't understand, and they say that all the time. Oh, well, you know, the traffic, it's gonna damage the house. No, the house is always being cleaned at a professional level, so it's not the same. But y'all see what's going on, man. I'm gonna make this shit happen regardless. I got a TV and soundbar being delivered in the next 4 or 5 minutes, and yeah, I ain't even have to leave the crib. So I'm gonna make this shit happen regardless. It's that simple. I'm not playing no games. I'm not playing no games. Make this shit happen by any means necessary. I can't wait to show you what the crib look like at the end, because once I make my Ross, Home Goods, when I make those little runs, you're gonna see shit come together. Because I'm gonna get the pieces, the dining table, the bar stools. I'm gonna get all of that stuff, no problem. But when I do the decor, that's when y'all gonna see shit get real. You heard? That's when you're gonna see shit get real. I really do this shit, so, you know, and I could get better. I'm trying to get better at my interior design and shit like that, you know? But I make it work, and I make it look good. And I do it. I just do it. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. Like I said, Facebook Marketplace, TV, soundbar, can't go wrong. And delivered it. You don't mind being on camera, right?
No, I don't mind at all.
Perfect. So looked out, delivered it. I almost missed the delivery because I was next door doing bullshit, but looked out. Chris, right? Chris looked out. I appreciate it. Perfect. Let me get you payment. Yeah, that's why you do the Facebook Marketplace. And the good thing about Facebook Marketplace that I like a lot is that I meet a lot of people, you know? So like I could go buy a lot of stuff, but like certain shit like electronics, like that same 55-inch TV right now in the store is probably $175, it's almost 200 bucks after tax. I gave him 160, and he included the sound bar, which in Walmart right now, that same sound bar is like, if I'm not mistaken, like 100 bucks. It's the big one too. So, and then these people that brought me these, they ended up giving them to me for free. You feel me? So it's like you meet people, which is important. I want you guys to understand, like in entrepreneurship, in business, in life in general, meeting people is super important. Like a lot of people, they want to stay in the house all day and be in their shell. My Uber driver, I connected with him. Everybody that I'm working with, whether I'm buying from them, I'm selling to them, whatever the case is, I'm connecting with them. So my Uber driver, we had a conversation. He's gonna end up becoming a client at some point, right? And he was talking about real estate, Airbnb, and oh, that's what I'm actually out here to do. I'm actually setting up. And when he came, he met my partner, the developer that builds these, and he also was able to come in and see it, you know? And I told him like, yo, we can get connected. I gave him some free sauce. I poured value, spoke life into him, spoke positive, and that's what it's about at the end of the day, you know? So keep that in mind, bro. Connect with as many people as possible. Every opportunity is an opportunity to create a new bridge. It doesn't matter what you think, it matters that you made the connection, right? Because that connection might come around long term. That's why I usually try and get people's Instagram. I try and stay connected on socials because you never know when it'll come full circle. Some of the clients that I have are people that I met in Chicago, you know, out there on business and taking Ubers and things like that, right? So, oh shit, look at this. Y'all see that? I can't even focus it, but point is, what I'm saying is, you know, connect with people, you know, and then be smart. Like 160 for a soundbar and a 55-inch smart TV, perfect. Cheaper than it would have been in the store, and it was delivered for free. So can't go wrong. But about to put these in real quick, light this little bush area up, then we're gonna get back inside, get back to building shit out, and then we're gonna mount this TV in a little bit. I don't know what room I'm gonna put it in, but we're gonna make it happen. And this is how you do it. Look, piece by piece, it's gonna come together, right? Right now it looks crazy. Right now it's not in here, but that's the process. Look, we're going salami, turkey, doing sandwiches, mustard, none of those. Trenchy. I wanna feel like I'm back at zero, feel me? Maybe it's just me, I don't know about y'all. I enjoy that, just being honest. It's something about, cause I was talking to somebody the other day about this shit too. I'm like, bro, I don't feel like I have the same fire or ambition that I once did as a, you know, as a young up and coming entrepreneur. And I'm still young, you know what I'm saying? But the fire, I mean, you can ask my parents, ask anybody who know me. I just feel like the fire that I had in me, bro, when I was 19 to 20 years old. And I feel like along the way, naturally, I feel like I wouldn't say I lost the fire. I wouldn't say I lost it necessarily, but I will definitely say it's not the same. I'm searching for that kid again. I'm searching for that youngin' that is hungry, that is grinding, that is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking for him because I don't know what it is. It just, you get tired of the work sometimes, you know? And I don't want to feel tired of the work. I want to feel, I'm blessed for the work, of course, you know, 100%. But you get to a point where you feel like, I could do more, but I'm like happy with where I'm at. But that's complacency. Complacency is what's going to cook you in your process, you know? And but I feel like it's also an opportunity for you to sit back and learn. I don't know, man, but like I said, man, we eating salami and cheese sandwiches and shit. We getting this work done. So I feel like I'm back at zero, and I love it. You know, it's just the reality, bro. I'm just showing you the real raw reality, bro. I'm about to, feel me? I'm about to, shit is pain. But I need a good dinner when I get back to Miami, I ain't gonna lie. Gotta make sure they know every time they go in the fridge, leave a fucking good review. You can't miss it, right? Tired, man. We're gonna have to call it a night. Pretty much everything I could do is already done. Beds, everything else come tomorrow, so try and get some rest and then 2 in the morning. There's a little bit of a mess here. Cool. I really want y'all to just see it right now, because when it's done, that's when you're gonna see, okay, shit came together. It's the reality, man. A bunch of boxes, bunch of shit all over the place. And but yeah, man, catch y'all in the morning. All right, man, today's day 2, and right now I'm at Home Depot. So today we gotta grab the smart lock. We have to grab and then get that installed. Then we gotta grab this turf right here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that turf right there in the back, it's a little cheap, but it gets the job done. And basically what I do with that is I try to make sure that any space that is considered dead space, so like the garage that nobody's really gonna park their car in there and stuff like that, I convert it into another space that makes the house feel more open, you know? Because at the end of the day, we want to be able to utilize as much space as possible so that the experience overall for the guest is, you know, one that makes sense and one that, you know, they enjoy and they like. So I try and convert all the garages into game rooms, but like if they want to use it still as a garage, that's what this turf allows, where it's like it can still be utilized for that because it's heavy duty, but we don't have to like leave the space just dead and sitting there, right? We want to use it to expand the experience, and that's something that you should always think about when you get in these properties. How can I utilize every single part of the house to give the guests an experience? And then from a marketing perspective too, it's like if I see that versus a house down the street, the house may even be bigger and nicer, but they don't have a game room, or they don't have a space that, you know, the parents could open up to the kids to play around, or maybe even use to work out, or whatever the case is, you know? So you got to think outside the box when it comes to that stuff. But I followed the same exact method with every single property, and You know, when you don't have any dead space, it helps with how much you can charge. It helps with the experience, and mostly it helps with the ratings, especially when you have children, and even, I mean, not children. Like, don't even gotta just be children, bro. Like, I be having grown ass adults in the garage playing the basketball, shooting game, and punching the punching bag. And one of the spots I got Wii Sports and shit like that. So it's expanding the experience. That's how you gotta look at it. But essentially today, like I said, we're gonna go to the thrift shop, which is right next door. Out here in Tennessee, they have a thrift store called Carm. Fire. Way better than Goodwill. Like, trust me, that shit's fire. They always got good stuff that I could grab. So I'm gonna bring y'all with me so I can see like my thought process behind that, because my goal is spend as little money as possible on things that are gonna break, you know, things that are gonna be used hundreds of times. The only thing that I really want new is like sheets, pillows, stuff like that. And then even that, we put protectors on them and stuff, but they have to get changed every, you know, 3 to 6 months. We got to get new pillows, we got to get new sheets and stuff like that, depending on what happens, you feel me? So I'm gonna show y'all what this process look like. And today a bunch of packages should come in, Walmart packages, more Amazon packages. I also have to stop lastly at Ross. Ross is gonna be where I get a lot of the decor and stuff like that. That is gonna be crucial to me kind of piecing everything together. Throw pillows, throw blankets, you know, little decor, fake plants, stuff like that. But again, I try and get all of that at Carm as well, because I could save mad bread, you feel me? Like I said, bring you guys with me. Other than that, I think the only other thing I need, aside from the turf, oh, I got patio furniture getting dropped off today. So see right now, it says 11:43 for the Walmart order. I got a patio set getting dropped off at the crib, and then we'll just kind of piece everything else up together. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Yeah, so this right here is basically the smart lock that I use. It's only 80 bucks, and it does everything the same exact way as the other big brands, and those shits cost $300, $250, you know what I'm saying? And I already have this one on the house right next door, so I want to have them on the same app, you know what I'm saying? Now we are at I'm at Carm now. Carm is like a thrift shop, and they literally be having like mad random shit, so you never know what you can find. Never know what can come in handy, come in useful. So I always try and stop in here and just see what I can get. They got, you know, books, decor, art, all types of shit. And, you know, like I said, you never know what you could find that can be useful. You know, like little stuff like this, like a jump rope. How much they want for this? $3, you know? So like little shit that I'm not trying to spend that unnecessary bread on, because again, we want to stay under a certain budget. Look, pull up ball, $5, you know? Little shit like that. But, we're gonna see, we're gonna do a little sweep, show you what I got, what we got at the end, and go from there. Time to work, man. Time to put it all together. Love this shit, man. This shit fun, man. A few years ago, I was in college, you know, thinking football and baseball and all this other shit was gonna be what changed my life. And the stuff I learned in sports, the stuff I learned in college, going through adversity, going through trials and tribulation, is all stuff that I applied those lessons to business. The same things happen in business. I have setbacks, I have trials and tribulations. And the reality is, bro, if you built for it, you built for it. Sports, whatever, you can make shit happen in any asset, in any lane, and use the same principles, bro, that you did in sports, that you did in school, whatever it is. You fail, you try again. You come back harder, study harder, hit the drawing board. And here's the best part about it. This shit pays. Business pays. Entrepreneurship pays. But it don't come overnight and it don't come easy. You feel me? I learned that in sports. I didn't start right away my junior year of high school. I didn't start in college. But I still had to go hard every day in practice so that when my number is called, I'm ready. You feel me? And my number never got called, but guess what? I put that work in, and it's working out now for me in business and in my own lane. And I'm super grateful for that. So one thing I tell you guys is stay consistent, stay focused, and stay prepared. As you continue to get ready, you stay ready, you never gotta get ready. You feel me? It's a simple concept. At the end of the day, bro, make shit happen for yourself, and God is gonna look over you. Just stay consistent, keep your head in the game, and when failure arises, thank God for it, and notice that you blessed for that shit, bro. That shit is an opportunity for you to learn, bro. At the end of the day, no matter what way you put it, losing and failure and trial and tribulation, setbacks, it's all put in place by God for you to learn more about yourself and for you to develop the skills that you need to take shit to the next level, bro. Nobody got to the top without falling down a few times first. And even when you get there, it's harder to even stay there, you feel me? It's hard to make it, it's harder to maintain it, and it's even harder to grow it. So look, man, stay focused. Let's get it. I'm gonna show you what this shit look like at the end. I'm excited, let's get it. So right now, we gotta put all these little pots and shit together. Little pot set, came with the handle. Pretty cool, only $40. This shit was originally, I think, like 100 or something. I don't remember, but it's really nice. Had little rubber edges and shit. I try to keep everything aesthetically pleasing so that doesn't look super generic and cheap. Even though it is cheap, guess what? It look good. It's still gonna work. And more than likely, oh, I gotta screw this in and shit. Oh, nah. Yeah, they doing too much. I just blew mine. But anyway. Oh. Came with a screwdriver. Look, see? There's a little lesson for you right there. And I still be trying, I still be having to like catch myself sometimes. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, bro. Look, I jumped to conclusions. It came with a screwdriver. And here's the coolest part about that. I needed this. I don't got a fucking hammer, nothing. So look, the coolest thing about this shit, bro, like on some dead ass shit though, like I'm not even about to be on no YouTube, whatever. I'm gonna just be on some real shit because I don't know who's gonna see this. And the reality is, bro, like this shit's not easy. I be stressing. Blue is very different. Like very different than what I'm used to, because I usually do the green, but it's not too bad. All right, so we gotta get all these wrinkles out. I had to run around. I took way longer than 72 hours, but I want to show you guys what this shit looking like. Let's get it. All right, so you come out. This is the front of the house, so that's our other unit there. So you come up, basically come up this hill, right? You come up. Here's the house. You got your garage area. That I got a nice 1980s vintage exercise bike, some little kettlebells, a little yoga mat. I'm still gonna put some more stuff in here, but as of right now, that's all I could get. That makes sense. We have the patio area here, nice little setup. All right, come around, walk in. You got your home sweet home, right? You got your patio area, which is a vibe at night. You got the little candles and things like that, little plant, cool. Walk in. You got your living room space. I'm gonna put a little desk or something right here. You got your little bar stools. Got your little dining area. Cool. You got all our extra sheets, all our extra towels, right? Come here, you got your kitchen area. Try to keep the countertops clean, you know, not too much going on. Coffee maker, cool. We got a toaster up top. We got nice pots. I'll show you guys. All right, come in here. Got your laundry room. All right, you got your up top. You got your detergents. You got everything that's gonna be in that cabinet. You got your knife set. Fridge, right, dishwasher. Come outside, you got another seating area, right? You got 4 seats out here. You got your little protection. All right, then you got your yard space. All this yard space, so if they got dogs or whatever the case is, they could kind of have fun, move around. They're not just stuck in the house, kids, right? So you have this little seating area, cool. Come back in. Right, come here. You got 1 room, hotel style setup, 2 beds, 2 full-size beds. Right, you got your mirror over there, and you got your TV right here. Clean look. And you got me right here. You feel me? Just dancing. Yeah, yeah. And I'm being innovative. I'm using my shotgun mic as a handheld mic, so you know, cool. Come in here. We got. You know, I'm gonna set this all up. Put the hand towels and everything in here, cool. Put some nice stuff in the little basket. You got your hand soap, great. You got your showers. You got your hotel style soap dispensers, right? Come over here now. Now we got 2 more rooms. So you have 1 bathroom here. I don't really like these rugs in here. They kind of look better online. So, cool, you got your soap dispensers here, same thing. You got me again, feel me? Cool. And then you have your room here, which is the room with the queen size bed. So you got your room here. They just put this TV up. So you got your room here. Then you got your queen room here. They just put this TV up. shelf. You got closet space, some art, nice little lamp, cool. Everything's smooth in here. We gotta make, like I said, make the beds. And then you got your third and final room, which is here. No TV, simple room, right? We're gonna set this up, the pillows and everything. And that's it, man. It's pretty simple, pretty clean setup. I know it looks simple, but I'll tell you. So I know it looks simple, but what I'll tell y'all is like, it's tedious, you know? It's tedious. And every little detail matters, every little detail counts. And it takes a lot when you're doing this shit by yourself. And that's why I did it, because I show people that you can do this by yourself and be efficient, you know? Okay, yeah, the setup took 5 days, right? Today's what, Sunday? I leave tomorrow. So it took about 5-6 days, right? And what I tell people about that is that's okay, because the lease doesn't start until the lease starts, right? So you get in here a week before, not the week of the lease starting, so that you can start. I already have a booking for the 1st to the 5th. When I leave, when I check out, I have a booking. So I'm gonna make about $1,000 just off the bat. You get what I'm saying? So that's super important. And I try to tell people that once you set these cribs up, they're gonna be income producing. So don't worry too much about the money that you spent. Of course, you wanna keep it reasonable, you feel me? You wanna have a budget. You don't wanna spend too much money, because you wanna be able to get out of your startup cost, recoup that back as soon as possible, you know? So keep that in mind. Now, what I will say is you have to also take into consideration that you wanna potentially try and start right before the hot season in whatever market it is, so that you can start off on a good note, right? Very simple. But yeah, man, so look, I'm gonna get this shit set up completely. Beds, pillows, quilts, all that stuff right now. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like. And that's it, we done. Flight tomorrow at 7 a.m. Get to go back home. Miss the crib, miss my bed, you know? But I also enjoy coming out and doing shit like this when I get the chance to, because it's only one time, right? It's only one time, and you don't get the chance to always do this, you know? At some point, you get to a point where you can just pay and have the setup done for you, but it's fun to come do it, because like I said, it's one week, 5 days, whatever the case is, and that's it, you're done. You don't gotta come back here ever again if you don't want to, right? It's up and running, and that's what's most important. So, you know, I'm excited. I gotta get the listing done today too, so I'll show y'all when I'm doing that. That's it, man. I'm gonna jump back into it. I wanted to give you a little update and show y'all what this shit looking like. Gotta get back to it, man. All right, y'all, so I finished up. Everything is done now. Took a few extra days than what I expected, but I want to show you guys real quick before I head out, because I have to go to my flight. I just cleaned everything up, got it all set up, pretty much got it staged. We have a guest coming in today, so I had to get it pretty much prepared for a guest. And, you know, everything came out cool. Everything came out smooth. Can't complain at all. I'm going to walk y'all through this whole thing. I'm going to start outside. It's going to be a little bit. You see here, you got the patio furniture, right? Patio furniture. Outside area. Come in. Got your living room. Got your kitchen. Got your washer, dryer. Got your little dining space. Got the room set up. TV set up. Bathroom. Right, got your little bathroom set up. You know, extra washcloths, toilet paper. Right, got everything smooth. Rooms look good. Bed's made. Everything's sturdy. Come out. You got your, like I said, got your living room. Got your game room. Bean bags, foosball table. That has to get built. It just came in this morning, and I'm not gonna do it. So. That, you got your little vintage bike over there, little weights, stuff like that. So, you know, everything that you need for a good stay. Now you have this room here. Got that room there. A little mirror, no TV in there. Got another restroom, another bathroom, right? Calm vibe. And then you got the last room here, which is the queen size bed. And it's smooth, and that's it, right? So, like, I know it looks simple, and you know, because now everything is put together, but you know, you gotta see the process of everything, and it's not always 100% smooth, man. Outside we got the little patio space, some mosquito repellent, I forget what the torches, right? Little torches, whatever. Cool. So, and that's really it. So that's what setting up a B&B took me about. Today is Monday. I got here on Tuesday. Realistically, if I'd had everything that I needed off the back, like off rip, I would have been able to do this in like 2 days. You know, obviously having a team come, put the TVs up and things like that helped a lot. But the point is, when you get into this space, you want to keep your designs and your build out to be simple for the cleanings, right? Because your turnover is going to be what's most important. So like, you don't want to have your cleaners spending too much time on stuff that isn't like functional, right? Like everything in here is going to be used. There's nothing in here that is just here for no reason, right? And as you can see, the layout in general is fairly easy to get around. It should be fairly easy to clean. The most important thing is the functionality of things, making sure that you're not overdoing it and you're putting a bunch of stuff in the house that's just gonna take up space, collect dust, and give extra work to your cleaners. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing that you have to keep in mind, is keeping it super simple so that your turnovers can be quick. Your cleaning team doesn't feel like, oh, we're being underpaid, right? Because to be honest, you could come in here, you can see there's not much, you know, there's not much to do. It's simple. You're gonna have to obviously mop, sweep, countertops, things like that. But the main focus is gonna be what? Probably bed sheets, making sure the beds are good and things like that. So, you know, keep it simple. Obviously you want it to look nice, but think hotel room, right? A hotel room doesn't have a bunch of unnecessary stuff. A hotel room has the things that you need, right? It has exactly what you need, nothing more, nothing less. So you don't want to overdo it. You want it to still feel homey and things like that, but you don't want to overdo it because it's going to put more work on everybody's plate, all right? And it also is more risk of things that you need to replace consistently and things like that. But that's it, man. I hope you learned something from this video. I hope, you know, it was cool to see the reality of what this looks like. I need a haircut and to go back home. I'm about to go catch my flight. It's 12:40. Anyway, my Uber's actually pulling up. Just pulled up right now. So we'll catch you on the next one. But this is what a setup looks like. And I hope y'all enjoyed, man. At the end of the day, I'm tired. I can't wait to go back home. I go to the beach or something because my back hurts. I feel like an old man. But, you know, we got a booking today, so it all paid off. Set up directly, look, June 1st, first of the month. We're not waiting a week. We're not waiting 2 weeks. Straight to it, right? So, you know, nice little $800 booking that is gonna come in today. You know, we start making our money back. And that's the cool part about this business. So if you're looking to get involved in this business, if you're looking to, you know, get connected with people who are already in the real estate space in multiple different avenues, including short-term rentals, Airbnb, insurance relocations and things like that, you know, you can click the link in my description. You have access to a community, a bunch of stuff that you can join, that you can get connected with me. You can get connected to some of my team, some of my clients and students that have made, you know, tons of money in this space. And, you know, see how you can get a piece of the pie, because this industry is growing and there's so many different places that you can tap into that have a lot of opportunity long term. So I'll catch you on the next video. And if you're looking to get started in this business, like I said, tap in with us. We'll help you get everything that you need to take this thing to the next level and start off on the right foot so that you're not putting yourself in a hole. Catch ya.